Hello. Hello everybody. It's that time again. It's that time again where I tell you it's that time again. Because you point out Cafe de you got look, man, okay, like I was already aware of like Cafe de Toho. I just never listened to it much, to be honest. Um and I'm kind of glad I'm not listening to it on YouTube because when you listen to it on YouTube, the only place you seem to be able to listen to it is on like the full album, not even full album because it's not full album. It's more obnoxious than that. It's a full fucking discography video. The full discography video. Holy shit, that's fucking overkill. And then when you watch that video, if you scroll down in the comments, if you make the same fucking mistake I did by scrolling down in the comments, you get to hear about like the fucking drama between the people who want to listen to the music and the Dojin circle being like, no, don't do that, and everybody being like, no, fuck them, upload it anyway. It's like, well, do you do you like it or not? I don't understand. It's very conflicting stuff. I should pre-record the intro and play it and see if anyone notices. At this point, probably not. But then again, like the time and resources it would take to pre-record an intro like that, I don't think it's worth. Unless I did it like one and I just did it for like 10 streams straight just to see if anyone said anything. That's probably what you meant. Oh, it's not the circle. Okay, see, nobody, I don't remember anybody in any of those comment chains making that clear. I don't remember anybody in the comment chains making that, like, clear. But if it's not the circle themselves, I don't know the full story, right? Like, I don't know the full story. But if it's not the circle itself themselves, it could potentially, like, my first assumption would be maybe it's a third party acting in on behalf of the Dojin Circle, because, and the reason I say that is because Tohovania, the music in Tohovania, that gets caught by Content ID. From the last time I streamed it, Tohovania's music got caught from on the Content ID shit. That's why I haven't streamed it since, or one of the reasons I haven't streamed it since. It just never came up again. And when I looked into it, I didn't do like a super deep dive, but when I looked into it, it seemed legit. Like it was a claim, or not a claim. Like it might have just been Content ID, but whatever it was, whatever, however YouTube defines it, it was from a third party, but like actually on behalf of like the Dojin Circle. So in some way that was kind of legit, I guess. I presume though, since it's such a big point of contention, that might not be the case with what was it, DDBY, Cafe de Toho's circle. It's pre-recorded until the "It's Time Again" section stops, but the "It's Time Again" section is like weird and different every single time. Like, what if I just had this part pre-recorded and I just played it every single time, even with this transition right here, and it just had that, even with the chat the same way, and then it just suddenly changes to what it's supposed to be. You think anybody would notice? I don't know, man. It depends. We're looking pretty good tonight. I don't know what the fuck changed. Besides me streaming at 720 right now, I don't know what the fuck changed. But the encode is looking pretty good tonight. You know, as they say, but so far it's looking okay. Where the heck is Papa Sissa Papa? There's Papa Sissa Papa. Let's get Papa Sissa Papa open. I finally got around to linking Dragon on the Sea in the fucking Discord. I don't know why I didn't do that like fucking 7 weeks ago, but you know, better late than never. It's relevant. It's relevant to the mobile quarantine chat. Because Drake's not just in this game, she's also in Fate Go, which means it's related to a mobile game, so it's fine. You would see into the future to schedule the recording for chat messages? No, I'm not saying I would fake the chat. I'm saying it would literally be the chat from this stream. It would literally just be the chat from this stream as it was recorded. It would be like I'm saying it would be super low effort and see if anybody notices. So when we left off, we defeated Vlad Dracul. We defeated Vlad Tepish. I don't know who we're up against now, so I guess we'll find out.
避けようのない死、逃げようのない終わり。結末を前にしたとき、本質は現れる。祈りも救いも不要。戦いは今日、ここで終わる。その狭間で、どうか見せてほしい。かつてそうであったように。人間のすべてが、絶望の中で光を見出せるのかを。
What's a spectrobe? Is that like a ghost bacterium? That idea of just having the audio from this stream. Now you want to see it happen. I mean, but then you would notice it, and the idea is to see if anyone would notice it. And the goal, I guess, is to wait until somebody notices it, and then you stop doing it. It's a mind game. It's a mind game. It wouldn't even just be the audio either. It would be the video accompanying it too. It would be like literally everything. Just see if anybody notices if it's been the same thing for like the last 20 streams. It's a cool game you're thinking of streaming at some point. Am I gonna play the other timeline now? Dude, we haven't even finished the Tosaka timeline. Although I think I saw a spoiler in chat a while ago. We have to do the other timeline. That's the only timeline in which we fight the Berserker I want to see. I spoiled that. Well, I already spoiled it. It's a Berserker I'm looking forward to. Again, somehow I was able to win. That would have been very we saw how that played out. More accurately, I somehow managed to stay alive. That was the most powerful opponent I faced up till now. And being asked who I was shook me a little. However, with the support of my servant and Rin, I have come to realize I can only go forward. There should probably be a comma after Rin. Even if my only reason for doing so is that I fear death. I have a servant to fight for me, and a beautiful, talented girl to help me. For now, I need to forget about my past and just continue forward as a master. Wow, okay. So am I like the only person in this classroom at this point now? There's only 8 people left. Like when the NPC teachers walk in, I guess except for not Kuzuki, I'm just like sitting here at my desk, like just all by myself. Just listening, taking notes, doing whatever. Just in this empty ass fucking classroom all by myself while the teacher goes on. Is that what's happening now? A good old bulletin board. That all too familiar white sheet of paper. This time I don't even have to look at the name to know who my opponent is. The moment I walked in, I was assaulted by the murderous horror I associate with the man. Julius, that was his name. His cold, callous eyes radiate a predatory gaze. None of the other masters tried to intimidate me quite like this. My skin prickles like thousands of invisible needles have struck the nape of my neck and my chest. As the man walks toward me, the air grows more oppressive with each step until I can hardly breathe. He whispers in my ear as he passes, close enough to touch my shoulder. Unable to look, unable to breathe, I wait for his malevolent presence slowly fade as he walks away. There's only 2 unique fights on each route. Am I gonna reset after finishing those up? Now I don't know what you mean. I don't understand. Okay, but like, where's your MP though? Archer's brow is furrowed. I mean, okay, like, to be fair, we've made it through how many rounds without the Noble Phantasm? But, like, where's the Noble Phantasm, though? Randy, you think is the last unique fight on this route that isn't shared with the other one? Is what you mean. Oh. So, like, is, like, the last boss and, like, the story and everything, like, all the same after that point? So then would we want to reset... So then would we want to reset back to Ronnie's route before doing, like, the final boss? And then when we reach the final boss with Ronnie, we switch back to Rin? Is that what you're suggesting? My servant appears to be sulking. Because I was thinking, like, we'd finish it, and then do the other one and finish that. As soon as I arrive at the nurse's office, I tell Rin about my next opponent. When I tell her that my next opponent is Julius, her expression becomes grim.
So.
Following that foreboding sense of death sent a chill racing down my spine. Its current boss This current week is the same boss no matter the route. Then it's another unique boss. Then shared bosses all the way down after that. There aren't that many bosses left, though. Unless there are secret ones. Whoa. Actually, there are secret ones, aren't there? Like, I'm not gonna, I know, I'm... Okay, I'm privy to a spoiler or two, but I don't necessarily feel the need to ask about them. I think that's the stance I'm going to take here. Hang on. Plus, I need to take this. Electronic chiming sounds to my terminal. Find myself recalling Julius's hollow, vacant stare. My opponent is a real assassin. One mistake and I might as well cut my own throat and save him the trouble of doing it for me. But I can't worry about that now. I have to go to the arena and find my first trigger. Oh, she camouflaged. I was about to say, like, where the fuck did Sakura go? Okay, Sakura, that's great. Where's my lunch? It's a new week! Give me lunch! Okay, fine, bye. Okay, but like, what about what Sakura's got to give away? I almost called Sakura something else, and I can't call her that something else, because that's spoilers. Do we have level up points? I don't think we leveled up. I'm pretty sure we haven't. Almost against my will, I found myself wanting to ask these sisters another question. Both of them seem to be extremely powerful magi, but why does the Seraph allow their existence? I mean, at least you don't have to die to leave. To be fair. I see. Although not a part of the Holy Grail War, they have been given master status. But what's so important to them that they willingly choose to be trapped inside the moon cell? An obvious attempt to end further conversation. In an obvious attempt to end further conversation, Tokaazaki loudly clears her throat. What's more disturbing than her rudeness is the fact that she never denied Aoko's accusation. The main question here is, how the fuck does a sound create mass on that scale? Also, it's not possible to have a black hole that's larger. Black holes are extremely tiny. They're smaller than microscopic. Unless you mean the event horizon, which is probably what you actually meant, but black holes themselves, like the actual singularity, is immensely tiny. We don't have any SP. Okay, bye. I think, like, aren't black holes, like, supposed to be, like, a Planck length in diameter? Like, all of them? Regardless of how big the event horizon is, like, the actual singularity itself is, like, supposedly the size of, like, a Planck length, which is so fucking tiny, it's not even funny. Yo, she's gonna fight Saber Face. What's actually his name again? Leo! Dude, I think I said this already on stream, but like the first time I saw Leo on a CE in fucking Fate Go, I literally just thought he was Saber. I didn't think he was his own character. I thought he was Saber, like, dressed up as somebody else or something. Anything new? We have a scroll bar, so there is new stuff. Small amount of MP. Significant amount of HP. Ah. I see, I understand. Saber He edition that already exists. Boxboy, that already exists. It's called Arthur Pendragon Prototype. Or whatever, like Fate Prototype Saber. Ooh, do we buy these? Sure. No, don't equip it. And sure. You just remember the galaxy we're in has a black hole at the center, you think? That's true of most galaxies. Actually, all galaxies, I think. It's significant in that what is at the center of the galaxy is what we refer to as a supermassive black hole.
戦いにはもうだいぶ慣れたようだな。魔術回路の質はともかく、量で君は絶対的に踊っている。
And more or less everything in the galaxy sort of revolves around that black hole, sort of like how all the planets revolve around the sun.
他のマスターたちと戦うとき、 純粋な力勝負では押し負けるだろう。なので
And we're getting dragged in faster with each passing year. Yes, just like the Earth is getting dragged into the sun.
戦いに工夫を凝らすのはいい傾向だ。力を技で流せばいい。今後も臨機応変にスキルを使ってくれ。
Okay, thanks for the advice, Archer. What's the definition of a quasar without looking it up? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't remember. It's sort of related to black holes, I think, but I don't remember what its nature is. Oh, that is true about Jupiter. Jupiter is so fucking massive, and so, like, the gravitational implications and the things that happen in the solar system as a result of Jupiter being so huge is like mind-boggling, to the point where like the solar system probably wouldn't at all be the same if it wasn't there. Jupiter is kind of extremely important to how the solar system works, gravitationally speaking, because it's so big and it affects things in such a profound way. It's crazy to think about. Isn't a quasar an extremely active thing with a black hole in it? Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, there's this girl. Hello. Okay, thanks for the compliment. Bye. What exactly is a pulsar again? A pulsar is like... It's not a black hole, is it? But it's a thing... It has astrophysical jets. And it spins super fast. To the point where they're more accurate than atomic clocks in regards to, like... how uniformly they I guess blink, for lack of a better term. Welcome, Tap. Pulsar is like a big laser pointer, but in space, right? Kinda. Sorta, I think?
そうだな。
Let's go. It's all yellow. We ain't seen that before. You know, I was half joking, but I wonder if the colors are, like, significant. Like, is it a different color with every boss? That'd be interesting. But I guess that doesn't necessarily make it significant, does it? Welcome, xHitoBitez. I'll proceed with as much caution as we've used thus far, which is to say, none whatsoever. But if it makes Archer feel better, I'll tell him I'm extremely cautious. Exclamation point. That familiar black coat strides into my field of vision. There's no mistaking that form, that gaze. It's none other than Julius. But even though we're in the arena, no sign of his servant. What could this... What just happened? In the space of a second, the air grew thick, and then I heard a thud, as if something big hit the floor. But there was nothing there. There's no mistaking that Archer has collapsed on the floor. Maybe it's my imagination, but Julius barely glanced at me before walking off. Julius turned away from me, melting back into the dimly lit passage like some kind of apparition. That voice must have belonged to Julius' servant. He said something pretty ominous. They're as good as dead. Archer isn't moving. Can't think of anything but that terrible sight. My strong, capable servant is lying helpless on the floor. Just came out of the wrong side of a surprise attack. Can't believe what I'm seeing. This can't be real. It's a dream, right? No, I can't wake up from this dream. It's real. Our brains leveled up from getting ambushed. I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum. I think same deeper shallow as my knowledge of like space stuff is. I've kind of always liked it. Like, just space is kind of fucking cool, dude. It's fascinating. Like how some stuff that's like outside of the observable universe we'll just never see because it moves away from us faster than the speed of light. And it's not necessarily that it moves away from us faster than the speed of light, it's that the universe is expanding at a fast enough rate that those objects move away from us faster, not faster than the light can reach us, but fast enough that the right light will just never reach us. And just that knowledge puts into perspective how fucking massive the universe is. That there are entire fucking chunks of it that we can't see. And we'll never see. And it just, like, there's loads of shit about space. It's like fucking mind blowing, dude. Archer haltingly gets up. Clear that he is worse for the wear. Archer? Seeing that I'm safe, Archer sighs in relief and collapses again. Fix my servant as soon as possible. Archer winces as he clutches his chest. Just keeping his composure through the pain is causing beads of sweat to form on his brow. No, this is my fault. Julius knows he's a better master than me. So he knew he can get away with lying about not attacking us in So he knew he can get away with lying about not attacking us in the preparation period. Julius is wrong about one thing. His tactics shouldn't change in relation to his opponent's level. He should have wiped us out from the start instead of toying with us. Archer, it's fine. We've been over-leveled for every fucking fight. Don't worry about it. Exactly. Seems to take all of Archer's energy just to draw the breath to speak those words. He still wants to fight. That's what he wants. I can't bring myself to argue with him. His iron determination isn't from a sense of pride as a heroic spirit, but from his deep devotion to the one who commands him. I have to be at least as earnest as Archer. Find a way out of this predicament. It's time for a harem protagonist X is still I was gonna argue about that, but like, well, no, because in the one thing that I'm thinking of, it's technically not even really his harem, and then the other thing I'm thinking of, okay, maybe, but like, you kind of gotta look at it through that lens, though. I haven't processed yesterday's events yet. Archer fell asleep yesterday in our private room, but it's morning and my servant isn't awake yet. That's a problem. Looking at my servant, the words of Julius's invisible servant taunt me. Death is inescapable. Death. Is Archer going to die? strong, wise servant who's always defended stupid me might really die. Much as my heart wants to deny it, my brain can't. Prisma Ilia shit. Okay, I ain't read fucking Prisma Ilia though. I've only read Fate Stay Night and Hollow Atraxia. That's it. I mean, I guess I've watched Fate Zero, but like, that doesn't count because like, Shiro's not in that until the end. Archer sucks in labored breaths, but doesn't awaken. I have to do something. Knowing that I have to do something doesn't mean that I know what to do. When I rush out of the room to collect my thoughts, I run into a concerned-looking Rin. Oh, it's you, Rin. Good morning. I absent-mindedly reply.
どうしたの?
Rin's worried tone jumpstarts my addled mind into processing things again. The first thing I notice is that my face is stiff with worry. Belatedly, I turn to greet Rin with a smile. Glad to see you up and about. Rin did, in fact, say that. But did she really mean it? I don't have any objections. In fact, I'm deeply grateful that I can draw on a master as strong as Red. And in the terminal. Rin mutters a couple things, and the terminal blinks. What did she do? Yo, Rin's gonna be our navigator. It's gonna be like Persona now. Cool. The ability to communicate at any time is reassuring. Rin smiles a bit when I thank her. That's right. That's right. Rin may know a way to revive Archer. When I tell her my servant's still asleep in our private room, Rin ruminates for a moment. Definitely not saying no to that. I nod curtly and accompany Rin to my private room. Archer should still be asleep there. Is Gawain any good in Fako? I don't know. I don't have him. I've not used him or borrowed him much, so I don't know. Consult with Game Press, I guess. That's what I usually do. Like if I end up with like a servant that I don't even know what the fuck to do with them or how to use them, or if I want a particular character and I don't know like what to do with them or how to use them, that's like usually what I do. I just go to like Game Press's Grand Order section and I just look up the servant and I see like what their write-up about that character says. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a basic idea of how you would use this character. I mean, what is Gawain? He's like a 4-star saber. I'm assuming. I don't actually know. So like, I mean, probably worth raising, especially if you don't have any other gold sabers. You're asking because he and King Protea are like in C tier? Isn't King Protea like a 5-star though? Which would mean that which would mean that her being in C tier would be different from Gwaine being in C tier? I don't know if that's actually true, but like I'm saying, like if they're different rarities, which would mean that them being both in the C tier doesn't mean much because C tier for a 5-star would be like a different level from C tier for a 4-star. It's a good thing I picked Archer because he's an Archer, which means he'll survive longer, at least. Rin leaves the room. The look on her face solemn. Frustration at my powerlessness wells up every time I see Archer in pain, but it's accompanied by the urge for me to get help. Fast. With Rin's help this evening, I'll form a plan of action. It's been hours since I spoke with Rin about it. Maybe she's found a way to help my servant. I guess I should head to the rooftop. Two exclamation points. Whirl around to find the source of the voice, but there's no one there. I don't sense anyone. There's no mistaking that was the voice of Julius's servant. In other words, the malicious unknown man who incapacitated Archer yesterday. Just hearing the sound of his voice petrifies me and makes me break out into a cold sweat. I try to flee, but my body rejects the command. So he's saying, Julius isn't there commanding him to. He's interested in fighting me? The unseen servant laughs heartily. I get the impression that he's not the unrestrained killer Julius is. Did he? Maybe Julius' servant isn't the mad hellhound I thought he was. Maybe he'd be willing to heal my injured Archer? After those last words, the air is suddenly less tense. Did he leave? Anyway, right now there's no sense in standing around and wallowing in my own paralysis. You'd say any 5-star you get is decent enough to warrant use? General rule of thumb is that the 5 stars are always worth raising. They're always worth leveling up, and they're always worth using in any situation in which they'll be useful. Any situation wherein they have class advantage or wherein meta is on their side. Okay, bye. No. What's a noble phantasm? What's a paladin? Cause like, it's cheating. No, it's cheating. Why would you cheat? Personally, I don't like gacha games with PvP. I guess it's a good thing Fate Grand Order doesn't have that then. Actually, I was about to say it'd be interesting if it did, as like an optional thing you can do, but then I realized how cancerous that would be. And I'd fucking hate it. Because like, you look at the way fights are determined, like PvE in Fate Grand Order, and imagine if you took all that and applied it to like a player, and players know like all the fucking meta and could be extremely cancerous in a battle. I can just see that being a thing. And it's like, no, that'd be fucking awful. Unless you made it more like Pokemon or more like this game, it would be fucking awful. Because so much is determined by luck. More like where whales reign supreme. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. For Fate Go, at least. Not necessarily. Maybe in other... Maybe, like, in PvP gacha games, sure. Because I don't know that much about those games. Because I don't play, like, mobile trash. But for Fate Go, like, you can have, like, a low-rarity servant who is, like, surprisingly relevant. Because every character has, like, a sort of, like, gimmick, or, like, a niche, or, like, a specific thing that they got. Like, they have a certain role that they can fill. So, like, even if you have, like, a lower rarity character, it's, like, they're still viable as, like, a team pick. it might depend on the situation and whether or not you've raised them at all, but like that's how it works in that game at least. Which is the only game I was applying what I just said to. Dead by tomorrow? Whatever the case, what can I do before tomorrow comes? How can I supply them with magic? I mean, like gacha games where PvP is heavily pay to win. That I would call that I would refer to that as being absolutely immunodeficient. I can tell Rin is confident in her knowledge. If she knows a way to do this, I'm all for it.
So.
For a moment, Rin looks down, but then continues as if she's come to a decision. Rin will be using her own powers? Seems really unfathomable. I wonder if she could really do it. Honestly, even after hearing what she plans to do, I can't begin to imagine how it'll work. Yeah, immunodeficient. Rin pats herself on the cheeks repeatedly, as if to psych herself up. May seem like a big deal and all, but now is definitely not the time for hesitation. What do you need me to do? You feel like you've heard that term before? Probably in the name AIDS, but when you're not abbreviating it. Dolphins? Oh yeah, that's right. That is Rin's thing, isn't it? On my own? As she says this, she hands me a black cube, and this is... I'm glad I spoke with Rin. I'm sure everything will turn out okay somehow. For now, I better head to the arena like Rin said. On my own?
Okay.
Yo, Ronnie, can I borrow your thing that we're gonna pretend is a Lancer, but definitely isn't a Lancer? No? Okay, bye. I didn't catch what the recommended level was this time. We're currently 27. I guess we'll find out in a minute. I was planning on entering the arena alone, but Archer would have noticed immediately. It's obvious that my servant is in no condition to fight effectively, if at all. However, I have no choice but to have them join me. The fact is that if I entered the arena alone, I wouldn't last a minute. That's what I'm saying! The 5th round has started and Archer said that they would fight. Injuries and all. Knowing the consequences of my actions, I asked that you fight alongside me anyway. Of course, you probably expected nothing less than the one you fought alongside with. So what you're saying, Archer, is that you could still level grind. So it's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Whatever Rin needs to do, she has my permission. If I want to carry out Rin's plan, I need to avoid contact with the enemy. I mean, Archer's health looks fine. Okay, good. Archer is still breathing. The heck was that attack? Not even Archer saw it coming. I figure out what happened and kiss my thoughts of victory goodbye. First things first, I have to get Archer to recover, or I won't even be able to explore the arena. I could ask Rin. I bet she would know what to do. I just did that though. I wanted to see if it would matter if I came back to the room, but it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Now, how badly do we need to avoid the enemy? I mean, Archer looks like he's in bad shape. But I mean, how bad shape is he in really, though? I forgot how this bug works. It's been a real long time. Oh, that's not good. That was what it was, right? Oh, it's different now. Yeah, he can still level grind, it's fine. Wow, Rin, I didn't realize you didn't know how to fucking reverse engineer a moon. that's not good. That's the opposite of good. That's quite ungood.
押されているぞ。気をつけろ。
Oh, that's not good. That shit. Right. Maybe I should have saved state. No. That's a break. That's not good. That's also a break. That's still not good. It's like first thing? He's doing a different pattern now. He knows it's gonna hurt me. Oh. Sure. Oh. That's extremely not good. What the heck is that? What the fuck is that? Why is this bug about to use the Nazi skill? Excuse me? What does that even mean? Oh, that's me. I'm the Nazi. Oh, we're gonna get stunned in there. Okay. Is what I assume is happening? Please? One more attack, don't break. I said don't break. I don't remember what these dudes do. Attack, break, guard. Attack, break, guard. Attack, break, guard, break, break, break. This is wrong. Yeah. It was wrong in the worst way.
一石とはいかんか。
Okay, okay. Attack, break, guard. And what did he do this time? He was attacking? He's attack, break, guard. Attack, break, guard. I think before it was attacks he was using there, I hope. Oh, fuck. Right. I already forgot what was here. I already forgot what he was doing. Clearly what I did wasn't correct. Oh, those are breaks. Right. I don't like Archer being fragile. Okay, so we're not... There is a shiny there. We have to go here. Air breaks. Okay. So attack, break, guard. Attack, attack, attack. That's how you go.
まあ一朝一夕とはいかんか。
Attack, break, guard. If the break is at the end there, it's probably the same pattern. It better give me a decent chunk.
ダメ次こんなのムーンセルにバレたら魂がけでしょうね。
What a rude enemy. I wanted to see what Rin had to say. That's an attack. Guard. Guard. Break. Attack, card, guard, break, guard, guard.
まあ一朝一夕とはいかんか。
Attack, guard, guard. Oh, it's already different. Guard, attack, guard, guard, attack, guard.
まだまだ経験が足りないな。
Like attack, guard, guard. Break, guard, guard. Was that what this one was? Secret sauce. That whole time I could have just taken the shortcut. Is there any more secret sauce? That's a break, so that's what, attack, break, guard. Yes.
まあ一朝一夕。
Attack, break, guard. There we go. We're doing okay now. Of course, that's not before. Was there a shiny over here? Did I get this shiny already? I think I did. Yeah. Very good. We've almost leveled up. Maybe do this. So it's not terrible if we die. It's all you, Rin. She responds quickly. She whispers something. Ah. No sooner have I replied in acknowledgement than an aura of death sends chills down through my body. I whirl around to see. Julius. Burke. My servant isn't in condition to fight properly. We have no choice but to defend ourselves. Yo! Fight. That was correct. I'd never win. Challenging this fierce opponent while my servant is exhausted like this. Need to escape somehow, but facing the harshest of all the masters I've encountered so far. He and his servant are like a pair of hawks who would only revel in swooping down on their fleeing prey. I have to prepare for the worst. Accompanying Rin's voice is a blinding light that comes shooting out from my terminal. No sooner than I hear Rin's words does the light expand around me. My vision goes white, all my senses are snuffed out. The bright light forces me to clench my eyes shut as I give my body over to a strong gravitational pull. Spiritrons that make up my body are compressed into a single point and removed from the arena. My consciousness condenses, my two dimensions becoming one, then traveling to a far beyond. That strange time-space. I hear Rin's voice. Her voice wavers as if she's so shocked she can hardly speak. She softly mutters a searing truth. Okay, but like now I want to know if this is possible though. Let's do a new state because we're gonna need it. I just want to see if this is possible. Oh. I realize only after commanding Archer to fight that they're really dragging. My servant is dead on his feet. I freeze, and without time to even regret my decision, the impact of an invisible blow severs my consciousness from my body in an instant. See, when we got into the fight, I thought that maybe that was the right choice, or maybe it was possible. I didn't realize they were taking me for a ruse cruise. I don't know if the voice belonged to Julius or his servant. I guess I'll never know. $28. We're pretty much like at the recommended level. I mean, obviously we're not going to stop because we haven't stopped at the recommended level any time before. But I mean, like, you know. Like, this dude and his servant is like Saber, but like on more paranoia. Like, imagine if Faye Stay Night, instead of just hiding her sword, like, she hid her entire body. I wonder how long I've been out. The last thing I remember from yesterday is Julius's attack and being swallowed by light. Still dazed, I move my head some. It appears my motor skills are intact and my body is okay. Sore all over, but I'm alive. I sit up and open my eyes. Checking my portable terminal, I see that a day has passed. Rain ejected me from the arena when Julius attacked. Been asleep from the shock ever since, I guess. A silver lining in a dark cloud, I suppose. That's right. About the bypass circuit. Is it in progress? What a relief. It's pure luck that Rin found a way to heal Archer just in time.
Okay.
Oh, she wants me to close my eyes. She wants me to leave the room. She's gonna cuck me and do the dolphin thing. Question mark? Ellipses question mark even? I wonder why. Still, I do as I am told. Okay. Is it my imagination or is Rin really close by? Suddenly there's a soft touch against my lips. Question mark. Is this another procedure that'll supply my servant with magic? Rin grumbles to herself. There some sort of problem? That soft sensation still lingers on my lips. When I look at Rin, she blushes and looks away. This isn't right. I can't keep leaving everything up to Rin. If there's anything at all I can do to help. Don't peek. She probably doesn't want any distractions while she's working. I should do as she says and wait until the evening. I wonder how long it's been since Rin took Archer down to the nurse's office. According to the time on my terminal, not all that much time has passed. What if my anxiety comes from being in the middle of a war zone without my closest ally by my side? Or if it's because I'm getting NTR'd by the only person I could trust. I guess I'll go to the library and wait around for her to contact me. Or maybe I should just head straight to the nurse's office. We have a choice. We can futz around in the library, or we can catch her in the act. No. Why not? I wonder if this is a timer. Like, do I actually have to go to the library? Or is it on a timer and if I just fuck around for too long, like that's it, the timer runs out? Oh, okay. Archer's in the middle of a ceremony. Until I hear from Rin, I should avoid the arena. Until everything gets sorted out, I think I'll just kill some time in the library. Ouch. That's a rough one. That's a rough one because phonetically it sounds fine, but when you actually read it, it's not. Dude, every time I see her, I almost say the wrong thing. I almost say the spoiler. And that wasn't happening before. That's only happening now. What's different about now that from before? Oh, right. That one event is happening in Fate Go. That might be why. Yeah. Okay, let's just go to the library, because that's what Tosaka wanted me to do. I don't want to make her mad. I think I'll prowl the library until I hear from Rin. I'd better make the most of what time still remains. I comb the bookshelves for more information. The presence of some unseen person distracts me. The source of that voice could only be Leo. I wonder what he wants from me. His brother. Is he talking about Julius? I wonder what he means exactly by bid you farewell. Well, I mean, what do you think, though? Damn, the balls on this kid. Our skill levels may be different, but I have no intention of just rolling over and dying. That may be true, but even you can't predict how our battle will end. There are no absolutes, especially in this world. Leo gives a little nod, as if in appreciation of the limits us mortals face. But I don't think that nod was just for me. It was for his brother Julius. How can he be so pragmatic about the possible death of his own brother? Why wouldn't Leo wish for Julius to claim victory? This is how Leo sees everything. These are the true thoughts of one who has been ordained to rule the world. Just as they had when he appeared, the sound of his footsteps managed to convey his regal bearing. I didn't need Leo to point out how much more skilled Julius is at combat than me. However, I have no intention of giving up. After all, not in this alone. Just like the terminal said, when I reach the first floor, Rin is waiting for me. My servant is behind her. Ellipsis, question mark? What's going on? Archer seems a little off. I mean, he isn't a foreigner to sarcasm, but maybe something happened during the healing process. No comment. Well, I ought to thank Rin. She looks worn out. I thank Rin and say farewell. With a shuffle in her step, she disappears down the hallway. As soon as she leaves, the gravity of our situation returns to me. Julian's servant is strong. There's no overwhelming difference between us. I have to be able to retaliate, or I will become digital debris. Please, no. The cold rush of death again. By the time my senses revive, Julius has come to confront me. It's unavoidable. If we don't go on the offensive, we'll die here. We'll give it all we got. Everyone freezes at Kotomine's single word. Coming from him, that single word holds special weight. You know, when they're standing across, I've advanced the text away from it, but when Julius is standing right across from us, it becomes clear, dude's a manlet. Julius leaves. His unseen servant follows, apparently. With that said, Kotomine leaves. Well, if nothing else. Glad my servant is back to normal. Like Kotomine said, we can go back to exploring the arena. There's no time to stand around, I head off to the arena. Hello, Mixer. Oh, they came too.
準備はいいか マスター。
Okay, there we go. Now I can load state. I only went into the arena because I wanted to bait Bob into a reaction. Dude, I wanted to say, like, hi, this character's name, but I almost called her the wrong thing again. Hi, Sakura. I know that I was told to stay out, but I'm Archer's master. Can't help but be worried. What should I do? The choice is clear. As a master, the welfare of my servant should always come first. Put my hand on the... As I put my hand of the door... Fucking excuse me? I feel a slight shock. As if I was plugged into a socket. I crack the door open and peer inside. I can't really see anything. What is going on in there? I only get the one choice. We can't back out now. There's no return. As I open the door, an incredible fragrance overwhelms my senses. The scent is impossible to define, but somehow stimulates every fiber of my being. All of a sudden, what could that possibly... I see flashing lights and my body goes numb as I sink to the floor. My mind totally blank. I must have set off an incredibly powerful trap, but for an instant, I saw a naked, slender leg. Her anger washed over me like a wave. All I could think about was her leg and other... No. Better not to dwell on that. Next time I try to peek, will probably end up being fatal. I guess I'll go kill time in the library instead. Sigh. Okay, but do it again though. I put my hand on the door but stop there. God knows what will happen if I get caught. I guess I'll go kill some time in the library. I mean, this just goes to show the contrast between this character and Emiya, okay? Like, with Emiya, she kept the socks on. But with this character, she, or I guess he, if we pick the male main character, is focusing on the lack of socks. It's very nuanced, and you really need a high IQ. It's like Rick and Morty. You really need a high IQ to appreciate the major themes going on here. How it relates to nihilistic outlook with a sarcastic sort of sensibility. This is gonna be all the same, right? Is it all the same? Looks like it. Okay, is this the same? Is it gonna be different? Is it gonna be different? Is she gonna be mad that we looked? The nurse. Oh, here we go. It is a little different. The nurse's office smells sweet. Maybe I should ask what they did in there for future reference. Now I'm really curious. Curious, but more clueless than before. How could I not? I'm a master. I care about what happens to my servant. Rin is pretty scary. I'm glad I didn't interrupt her. Well, I ought to thank Rin. She looks worn out. I thank Rin and say farewell. The shuffle on her steps, she disappears down the hallway. As soon as she leaves, the gravity of our situation returns to me. Julie's servant is strong. Yeah. Level up our brain. Okay, it's hard to see, but like check that out. Like, Julius is shorter than us, and we're shorter than Archer. Now, I don't know how tall Archer's meant to be. But like, yo, though. He's like, Julius is probably like 5'9". Why are we so afraid of this man? He's a tiny boy. You don't get why sex is needed to connect a servant and a new man supply it, like, but the universe just horny or something, and you mean that literally, as in the same universe responsible for pruning. Julius is a small murder nugget that gets stuck in your throat trying to kill you. I mean, ouch, but like, you know. It could be worse. It could be Koishi from that one Toho Dojin. Although that technically wasn't really Koishi, and that technically wasn't really Satori. It was an autobiographical Dojin by the author, but who just used those characters as stand-ins, but still, it was still Koishi. Yeah, why are we afraid of this man? He's like 5'2". Like, I think the thing is, like, maybe it was established in Fate Stay Night, and they never quite, like, they got rid of it, but they didn't quite get rid of it all the way, I guess. And now it's still just kind of there. What if Fate Stay Night and Fate Real Tenua are just two separate timelines, where the rules are slightly different? It's just two separate timelines, where literally the exact same things happen on both of those timelines, but with just that one thing being different. How about that? How about that for an idea? How about that? for Nasuverse bullshit. I mean, that's sort of almost plausible, I guess, if you don't think about it. I said that the beds in the nurse's office kind of make me think dirty thoughts. That line only started making sense now!
さて、今後の方針、今回の失態についての反省、口にするべきことは多々あるが、やはり初めに言うべきなのはこれだな。感謝する、マスター。あの状態からよく立て直してくれた。見ての通り、こちらの体は万全だ。反撃を始めよう。君の勇気と期待に全力で応えたい。
Explain the process to me, though. What did you do?
さて、始めようか。
Ah, that's where the enemy is. Okay, fine, fair enough. I already forgot what this thing's pattern was. I mean, it's fine. Not Kuzuki and his assassin, like, they're not gonna care if I just like level grind, right? Guard. So was it like attack, break, guard? Uh-oh. Okay, we know this one. Well, Archer loses a lot less health now, so that's good.
消え去るがいい。足止めを食らったな。急ごう。
Wait. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. Wait, now I'm doing it backwards. Right. And then what's going to be at the end of here? Not breaks. Uh-oh. It's a completely different pattern, dude. Why are the enemies using skills now? Not good. 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 Very nice.
いい指示だった。その調子だ。少しは腕を上げたな。
You're thirsty? You'll kill God to obtain a drink. Be back, shorty, as your mind degrades further into an absolute madness, the likes of which many have seen. I don't know if that's worth for a drink, because something tells me you won't succeed, and you'll probably find an easier path by the time you decide to go take a drink. But we have seen the madness, you're not wrong.
回復する。承知。
Oh, that was wrong. Or, it was half wrong. I think that's followed by breaks. I mean, I hope it's followed by breaks, otherwise this doesn't work. Or the extra attack gets him, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
いい指示だった。私たちの敵ではなかったな。いいものと巡り会えたな。大事にしよう、マスター。
Special wall? No? Fine, okay. Now, is that green thing story, or is that green thing the thing we need to find for... Oh, that's where he is. I don't want him to be there.
いいものと巡り会えたな。大事にしよう。気を楽にな。私たちの敵ではないさ。
Uh. Uh-oh. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Oh, it was half right. I thought he was gonna fake me out, but he didn't really entirely. No, just let me go get the box. Okay, but can I get the box first? No, Archer, I want to get the box. Was I supposed to get the box before when Archer wasn't feeling good? Wait, so like, do I just... What if it's a break? It was a break. But what if they're not all breaks? Well, no, why would he guard? But what if he attacks instead of breaks, or he breaks instead of attacks, like something like that? Like that kind of dealio. Like that kind of meme. Like that kind of ruse cruise. Like what if he absolutely, positively, 100% decides, you know, oh, you're gonna break? Or no, well, why would I break if I believe for a second, right? That keep guarding. Let's just meme. He guarded. That's it. It's over. It's not over! We managed to survive. Julius' servant was true to his word and only struck back at intervals. But I can easily imagine that if one of those strikes made direct hit, it could be fatal. Archer, what are you talking about? Who have we fought that had an invisible blade, Archer? I need some clarification here. Archer evaded his opponent nicely, but his uncertainty of where the attacks would fall exhausted him. Not for the system's limitations, he would have been obliterated. Ten bets that the actual fight will be 12 times easy. That's kind of how it goes with all these boss fights, actually. His nameless enemy, so what's he talking? I don't know. I actually don't know. Unless it's all the same up to a certain point, I don't know. See, he wants me to build my strength. He wants me to be over-leveled. After expressing anticipation for our future battle, the servant disappears. Julius glances our way and follows suit. Yeah, Julius' servant possesses the really convenient ability to make himself invisible. Unless we can identify and eliminate it, we might as well consider victory out of reach. There are 3 days left of the preparation period. In that time, I have to demystify his technique. There's a fucking moon bitch! How do I get to the moon bitch? Will he stay there? Nope. That's a break. That's not a break. He stayed there. The film beta. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. Just don't die, Archer. It's fine.
マスター
Archer, I said don't die. Okay, so like it turns out if a moon bitch is level appropriate, they're actually hard.
任せろ 行けるところまで進めばいいさ いい治療だでは問題ない 任せろ
Take a little guess.
切り伏せる
Okay, maybe the little guess didn't work out too good, but it's fine.
退路はない
Okay.
推し進めマスター 行くぞトレース赤源を行け日の猟犬
Uh-oh. Okay.
決着をつけるとしよう 任せろ
Okay. Uh-oh.
ここが
Okay. Okay.
退路はない推し進
What
め
do I think
マスター
about flan the dessert? You just randomly think about food, and then Toho, and then go, man, I want something tasty and somewhat cold, and you go, I want some flan. It's alright. If it's made well, it's good. If it's not made well, it tastes weird. Oh, I didn't block. Don't die. Archer, you died when I didn't want you to.
また 承知トレース
Shit, he did it again. I'm never ready for it.
とするか私たちの敵ではないさ
Archer, don't that does that like he didn't even use a noble phantasm though, is the thing. Again? Fuck off.
布石を打たせてもらおう。
Nice. Not as nice.
すまん。調子が出ん。 切り込むか。食らいつけ。いい指示だった。
Hey, that one gave us significant XP that time.
冷静とはありがたい。吐きだめになんとやらだ。
Oh, I ate all of my... Okay. Ah! Okay, that's entirely unnecessary, but, like, I did it anyway, because, like, why not? When else am I gonna use those ones? Why would I even use them? Either Archer currently sucks, or I suck at planning my stat ups, or I need to get good scrub, the game is too hard. Choose your option of reason. It's the second one, obviously. Wait, was this a bug? I don't remember. It's not a bug. I mean, in your hypothetical, she'd be right, because, like, it's all just digital. Look, I don't know about how the metaphysics of the Nasuverse works, but I'm pretty sure fat doesn't travel through the soul. Like, I don't think the soul is where the calories are stored. But I mean, I'm not Nasu, so like, what the fuck do I know? Oh, that's a different pattern. No shit. That's a rare sentence? I guess. Does that mean that the more data you have, the fatter you are, or the fatter your soul is? That would be determined by whether or not a soul could be described as being fat. Primarily. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 I got it right. Well, half right. What is this nonsense? I gotta cool it with the fast forward and the camera turning at the same time. I know that messes me up, but like I still do it. How about no? Whoop. Ah! I don't remember this one's pattern. That's not good. That's also not good. It's getting increasingly worse as time goes on. Are you fucking serious? Ah, fuck. Fine. I might have majorly fucked up. It ain't gonna work, but like, do it anyway. Thank fuck. No, please. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, it's time to scare Archer by eating 40 fucking pieces of bread again. So what do these new pieces even do? What did I just grab? Where is it? Lose a bit of MP. Slightly heals servant's MP. What's the other new ones that we got too? I don't remember. Slightly heals servants. Slightly heals HP at end of turn, which could be worth, but I don't know. MP, bends, movement speed. Meaning what? Like we move faster on the field? But it's an active. But field skills are also actives, or they can be actives. Yo! Ain't this what we already have, but like just on steroids? How much did that cost? MPU's 40. MPU's 50. It's not even that big an increase, dude. Fucking switch. How long have we had this? Have I been stupid this whole time? Uh-oh. Actually, I'm gonna do this now. Break. Guard. Guard. Attack. Guard. Doesn't even matter. That. Bear. Just in case we die again, because now we're only catching up to where we were now. But we're pretty much back to where we was. So it should be okay. Should be fine. Remember, Assassin told us to do this. Okay? He told us he wanted us to do this. Now I have to start giving Archer food. It's a different pattern. That's not though. Uh-oh. Ooh. I might have fast forwarded past it, but I think we make a scary noise when we heal now. We have become a boss. Did you hear that little noise, that little sound effect when I leveled up? That was the you became a boss sound effect. Okay, so is this going to be worth? Very important question. Kinda? Like maybe just to 30 and then stop? Because it's like cancer otherwise? Uh-oh. Right, this is the normal one. Or maybe it's not the normal one. You know, I now question myself. Is it going to be worth going to 30? You think it is? Is it gonna take 9 skill points to get to the next skill? I thought it was sooner. I thought it was gonna take fewer points to get to the next skill to get Roias. It was pretty rough at first because I died and had to start over, but like, I mean, you know, it's just as awful as it always is. Here, Archer, eat. You know, I find myself asking the question, is it worth again? Maybe a tiny bit. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Look, you should be grateful, okay? Back in the old days, I didn't have a fast forward button for this, okay? But it's like, even with the fast forward button now, it's still, you know? You know? You know. Excuse me. Yeah? Sure. Okay. Yes. Okay. No. Oh, they're using a dumb skill at the beginning there, aren't they? Almost there. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Why you, though? Why can't you just leave me alone? Why can't you just go away? Archer, eat. Almost there. I mean, pretty soon we're gonna know all about these things. So I mean, like, you know. Just 2 more. One more. There we go. There we go, we made it to 30. How much are they worth now? So if we wanted to get to 31, we'd have to beat 44 of those things. I would say it's no longer worth. Or not 44 exactly, but roughly 44. Yeah, I'm not prepared to fucking do that. No thanks. Headed the wrong way. No, wait, now I'm double heading the wrong way. Where am I trying to go? This way. Wait, I pressed up. This D-pad is fucked on this controller, dude. I bitch about it every single time, too. I don't know why I don't just use another controller. It would be easier. %. And target level is 28. Like, we're probably good. Except, if this assassin is anything like Vlad, it's probably not going to be easy. Sure. An invisible servant. Dan Blackmore's servant cloaked his form, but with this servant it's fundamentally different. I also get the sense from my fight with Julius that I am by far the inferior master. Even with Archer recovered, landing an attack yesterday was a chore and a half. I have to find a way to penetrate that invisibility or this won't even be a fight. Yikes. The terminal buzzes with a cipher key generation notice. I crack that invisibility before the time runs out. Being able to see my opponent is a pretty basic requirement, I think. Making my top priority. Maybe Rin can help me develop a strategy.
ごきげんよう。調子はどう？
I guess my servant is getting enough magic for now, so no problems there. However, my real concern is that Archer's blades failed to even touch Julius's servant. I guess my fear is immediately apparent, something which annoys Rin even more than usual. Despite her abuse, she listens intently as I describe my enemy's ability to become invisible. At the very least, not being able to see him will make it impossible for my servant to attack him. I can't do anything until I find out exactly what my enemy is doing, and how they're doing it. So for now, we should concentrate on finding out how he manages to conceal his presence. Rin suddenly comes out of her contemplative study and regards me with a serious look. Her look couldn't be caused by thoughts of Julius. I could see pity and puzzlement in her eyes. Is she thinking about me? Something happened? As I start to ask her about what just happened, she takes a deep breath and looks straight at me. For once, I understood what her words meant the instant she spoke them. I see. No words come to mind. Honestly, I'm not too surprised. I suspected as much already. Right now, I just appreciate the fact that this girl took the time to help me find the truth. While I nod in sullen understanding, I steel myself to ask the obvious question. Why? Regardless of what I am, I had a feeling Regardless of what I am, I had a feeling this moment of revelation would come. Now I know why my memory won't return. Alice's "I've finally met you" now makes sense to me. Body, this mind, not human. I am just a remnant of a real life, a packet of data, a collection of ones and zeros. What will I do? I can't answer now, especially not after just learning that my life is a lie. For a wonder, Rin actually seems genuinely concerned. But to just be eliminated from the Holy Grail War and then erased. There has to be more. Shinji, Dan, and Alice, who I fought, Julius, who was betrayed, and of course, my own servant. The masters of those paths I've crossed. The masters whose paths I've crossed. Those who I've spoken to, like Rin, Leo, and Rani. The things that have happened, the hopes that I had, to let it all fade away as if they had no meaning would be a complete and total waste. Dan said to accept the consequences of my acts. Regret, doubt, and even defeat is okay. But whatever the odds, stand and face them, never run away. He said to always move forward towards my goal to take my life in my own hands. Thinking on his words gives me hope. If I win the Holy Grail War, will it give my life meaning? Even if there's nothing for me at the end of this, I will not give up and wait for death. Archer makes his presence known with a slightly mocking remark, somewhat tinged with concern. She's really trying to comfort me, at least I think she is, isn't she? I have no idea how to respond, but try to flash her a winning smile and hope that it doesn't come across as a sardonic smirk. What was that? Was it my imagination, or did Rin's normally haughty expression slip there for a second? Next time you see me, I better have become as gods, ascended this plan of entertainment to something greater. I can't even make sense of what you said, so I think I've already failed. Of course, while I still have lingering doubts, this is the one thing that I can state with absolute confidence.
そう。
I nodded in agreement and silently thanked Rin for her concern and her support. She wanted to say that running was okay, that there's no reason to continue fighting, but giving up would be wrong. Now I must win the Holy Grail War in order to shape the future. Preemptive strike? What does she intend to do? Got it. And of course, I agree with what you've suggested. No, this whole part is more her being dur. Like she's sort of putting away the to sun and is bringing out a little bit of the dur. Okay, we have a plan now. All I have to do is place traps without Julius noticing. I will end the Holy Grail War. I think I finally understand my purpose now. I know that this is the only life I will ever have. I don't want this world to be a place where the only way to continue to live is to kill. If I win the Holy Grail War, we'll end with it. I'm the one who drove Shinji to death. Dan, Alice, that clown too. The Holy Grail War system did not allow for our coexistence. Therefore, yes, in that case, if it's the system who takes away any lives, just change the system itself. With the power of the Holy Grail. Archer makes his presence known with a slightly mocking remark, somewhat tinged with concern. This feels more like this makes more sense with the other one. But I feel like Archer just says the same thing for all three, I bet. And it's all the same after that.
So,
It was all the same. I just don't want to die. I'm just ones and zeros. I fight and kill living beings. I think about how pathetic it sounds. My heart turns to ice. But still, I cannot even begin to contemplate the thought of dying. Just allowing myself to disappear into the ether isn't even an option worth considering. I can think of no compelling reason to giving up now, even considering the costs. I wonder, could this desperate desire to live be the last vestige of my previous humanity? When I faced Shinji, Dan, Alice, and Julius, my servant was always there. Also, Rin and Leo. I've experienced a lot, suffered a lot. Always did what I thought best. Now to learn that none of it was real, that I wasn't real, not right. In the past, anything artificial wasn't thought to be alive, and stories thought to have no life. It was believed that true life can only be born from the living. If people still feel that way, think that way, even now. She's going hard on the der here. After that, she continued on, saying that there may be something waiting for me if I survive this. If the Holy Grail does what it's said to do, I might be able to give hope to even a virtual life. I get it now. I was always meant to be a VTuber, because for someone like me who has nothing and is nothing, shines like a beacon in the dark. Archer makes his presence. Okay, I think it's going to be the same after this.
so.
What do you mean, just ones and zeros? What matters is that you all think like I mean, in Fateland, maybe. But existentially, for our character in particular, it's really important. What's with the weird conversation about the MC's worth as a person here? Did you miss something? Ren said that we don't have a body and that we're probably like a ghost in the machine, or something like that. More accurately, I think she said like we're an NPC that's based on somebody who might have lived at some point somewhere. But as we are now, we're not actually technically a human being. I mean, I knew that spoiler too, or I think I knew it. But the game has been sort of teasing it for like a really long time now. Of course, then again, it also took it away and then handed it back to us. So they might take it away again later. I have no idea.
見ての通り、こちらの体は
Oh. What are you gonna give me in exchange? Yo, we actually have to do this one. How the fuck is... Okay, even if this is a different Taiga, right? Even if this is a different Fujimura, even if she's just an NPC and not real, how the fuck has she not had lobster before? We need to do this for her. Lobster is super tasty. No body, no care, you fought for your being. It's just that drive to want to survey conveys enough emotional investment in your existence to make it okay to want to live. Confusion about NPCs in the moon cell, by the way, as some like Taiga seem to be as good as real without any set pattern to their behavior, like some of the other students. Like Mr. Priest seems just about real in terms of sentience. So they're aware that they're NPCs? They don't seem like it. They don't seem like it to me. They seem very much pre-programmed. Because it wouldn't be hard for something like the moon cell to predict shit. Even responses to something that would otherwise be unpredictable. Because it's seen literally everything. And so just human behavior is just that predictable to it. So the NPCs can seem like they're aware, but are really not. You know, that's why it's confusing. They seem far too intelligent not to not be hyper-realistic AI in some ways that makes you question if the moon cell is even choosing to have non-sentient AI or doesn't have. I feel like maybe CCC answers some of these ontological questions. Okay, so what do we want to go for? Do we want to keep this balance here? Oh, we did need 7 points to get to get Roias. Okay. All right, so it was worth getting to level 30. All right, so what are we gonna go for? We're gonna continue with strengths and strengths and defense. Sure. Is that good? Want to get strength up to B? How many points is that going to take? It's a long way to get there. It's a long way to get there. Like it's not getting to B with 9 points. I don't know where it's probably somewhere in the 70s. I'd be willing to bet. Okay, so then maybe instead of going balance, like instead of even going into magic and luck at all, how about we just do 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Wait, that's still 2 balance. Why is defense Wait, why is defense higher than? No, it's not. Can we spin this? Can we get away with this? Yeah, but I like having all the other perks that everything else provides. Defense was going up 2 per point. So is attack. Oh, no, it's not. Well, sometimes it is. I guess it depends on what point it's at, maybe. Yeah, I see it. I see. Oh, we still have 1. Sure. Actually, do we want to bother with that? Let's slap it into attack. Fine, why not? That'll at least let us do more damage. We do this, and then we have more protection. Let's get Archer's raw ass. It's fine. No, I spent all my points. What fucking Fate Extra timeline are you in where you see extra points in my bank? Oh. Projection 5, huh? Dang. Okay. Okay. Projection 5 to use raw ass. Sounds good. Sounds like the kind of thing you want to set up in advance. Like when you're getting ready for a boss's noble phantasm, for example. But anyway, gonna be about it for now because it is about that time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by for chatting. See you all next time. We'll see you basically first. Next time I see you is not gonna be on Monday. No stream on Monday, and maybe no streams all next week. I'll see what happens, but definitely not Monday. Even if you do need a high rank projection, wonder if you are NP will automatically up your projection to max. Wait, NP triggers once you have 5 projections. So you have so you have to have 5 projection to do MP. Okay. I don't know how it works, man. I guess we'll discover it together at a later time. But anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Thanks everybody for watching. Let me see. Let me find something to play us out with. Let's see. What have we got? What have we got? What about over here? Sure. Objective 5 to MP the enemy. So it's the same. Okay. All right. Well, good night. Thanks for watching. Good night.